and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the presenters and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of NCN.
Hello, Namaskar, good afternoon. I'm Mr. Devanand. I'm here today to chat and to interview a visiting missionary from the Ananda Marg Yoga Society. His name is Acharya Haripranananda of Aduta. Welcome, Dada, to the program here, Yoga Monk on a Visit. I do hope you can share some enlightening discussions about your work, what you do around here in South America. You're based in South America?
Yes.
So you can tell us how you hope to share those benefits with Guyana, and you say Suriname and French Guyana, you hope to coordinate or bring into play also. So Dada, welcome, and where are you actually from?
I born in India, and since 1988 I'm a monk, and from where means from everywhere, no? Go different place.
So you work
teaching the mission of Ananda Marga.
Yeah. So you're presently working in Latin America, South America
Yes.
area.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
South America.
Okay. You just came in from a program there. They had another program. They had one program that you came from, a retreat.
Yes, just we finished New Year's retreat from 29 up to 1st January.
Okay.
In Minas Gerais, one state of the Brazil, it's called Minas Gerais, and near the Rio de Janeiro. It's like 3 hours from Rio de Janeiro city to our farm, and we conduct that retreat, and after that retreat I come to Sao Paulo, and from Sao Paulo I fly to Georgetown.
So it was a successful retreat.
Successful retreat, more than 100 people participate.
So in your place over there in South America, you teach yoga and meditation.
Yes, I teach yoga and meditation.
So do you charge a fee to teach yoga?
Depend. When we teach initiation, is the free of the cost, and we have a school and many things and free. Most of the school is free. Some school we charge. When we give yoga teacher training course and some kinds of the seminar, very cheap is the price of the cost. We charge them. No? But initiation and like learning meditation from us, individual level, is the free of the cost. We don't charge anything.
Okay, so if you have a stress seminar, because in the past, monks who visited before, they did activities like stress seminar, vegetarian dinner, vegetarian lunch, retreats. Those activities you would charge.
Yes, we charge to maintain our basic cost. Then when we give seminar and when we give some kinds of the workshop, we charge some fee.
Okay, okay. And how do you go about getting students to become a member or a devotee of your organization?
2-3 ways to propagate our ideology. One is like friends to friends. No? Those who are members, they tell to the others member, they tell to the other member, and through that way they bring to listen to us. No? And another is of course Instagram, Facebook, and television, and different way we propagate to bring the members to participate our organization.
Yes, so I think it's like a kind of chain reaction. Somebody get the benefits,
yes,
and they tell their friends, they tell their neighbors,
yes,
and then everybody now like they come under the sun
yes,
for the warmth,
yes, exactly,
or when a
like
tree
that.
bear apples, everybody go
yes,
there to
yes,
pick.
Yes.
I think also it's that a lot of people also went there to get force and experience in India, and that would convince them more, I think, no? Wouldn't it be like that? Now, how can you tell if somebody would be a good student, or they will be a good meditator or a good yogi? How would you know? Can you find people, like if you're walking in a marketplace, can you tell that somebody can be a good student or somebody will do good at meditation,
No,
and then you go select him and invite him to your place?
Is the like based on the sincerity, simplicity and dedication. These three are the basic criteria that we judge their good student. No?
Yes.
Then if they are practicing the sincerely they practice, they become good student, good devotee.
So students are generally like of two classes, those who are family in the family and those who are missionaries or monks.
No, missionary are not a student, they are missionaries like teacher, no? The monks. Then we are teacher, no? And then of course we do seminar and other activities amongst the monks to up to date our works. And like Anand Marga organization has two kinds of the missionary. One is family person, like they can become missionary because they work for the mission, and at the same time they are family person and take care of the local family. Another one is sannyasi who dedicate whole life for this mission to propagate different part of the world, and then we have a structure, and wherever our organization is sending, we are ready to go.
Yeah.
That is another kinds of the missionary.
So I guess one missionary has more time, and the other
Full
one has to
time.
share his time with his family and with the society,
Yes,
his
yes.
job and responsibilities.
Yeah, full time.
So why do you wear the orange cloth? What is the significance of the orange?
Is a long tradition in Hindu culture that orange color is the symbol of the sacrifice or symbol of the renunciation. Then sannyasi, they need to renounce their own small family like mother, father, your hometown, your own country, your own pleasure, your own emotions, everything need to be sacrificed for the greater cause.
Okay.
Then when we put orange dress, then society knows in Indian culture or Hindu culture, oh, he is Swami, he renounced everything, their basic necessity we need to take care. This is the main purpose that
Yes,
sannyasi
okay.
used to wear orange clothes.
Okay, I noticed
It's
that
called
the-
saffron clothes.
I
no?
noticed the Buddhist monks, they also share the same color, the yellow and the orange. So they can be called sannyasis also, monks also. They dress in Asia. Generally they dress in the orange or the saffron.
Yes.
People from Thailand, Tibet, China and so on. So do married people, can they become like the highest sort of yogis? You know,
Yes.
we've read books like Autobiography of a Yogi. We've read Sir John Woodruff's book, Serpent Power, and Shaktan Shaktis, and these popular books that are famous in the West. But can married people become the ideal of great yogis? Like we read, have all these magical powers, they can go into trance, they can leave their body, they can duplicate themselves. Can married people achieve that level?
Yes, according to Anand Marga's philosophy,
Yeah.
anyone they dedicate, they surrender to the Supreme, they can be elevated. To do the practice is the same practice for the sannyasi and for the marriage people. In the path of spirituality, there is no discrimination. Who is married and who is sannyasi, is God is for everyone.
Yeah, and in your system, I think it's called the Ananda Marg Yoga Society. Your system is the Ananda Marg Yoga. What type of yoga you teach in the Ananda Marg?
There is so many kinds of the yoga, but Anand Marga adopt Raja Dhiraj yoga. Raja Dhiraj yoga means the Raja means king and Dhiraj means king of the king, means all the yoga where is included in one places, and that's yoga is called Raja Dhiraj yoga, and Anand Marga adopt that yoga. Why I say Anand Marga adopt this yoga? Because before Anand Marga yoga was existing, then Anand Marga adopt this yoga to propagate Anand
So,
Marga's philosophy.
would you say that the yoga you teaching culminates from the previous yogas or the previous traditions that were there? It enhances it, or is it something new? It's a breakaway. It's something that is different, or it's the same thing that is improved, adjusted, and adapted for modern times?
No, modern time what we adopt is like how we can implement the yoga. Yoga didn't change, but the way we will present that psychology, or according to situation, how intensity we can put, that part is changed, no? But originality of the yoga didn't change. We wanted to keep as original as possible.
That's very enlightening, you know, because simplicity, people like simplicity, you know, because when you start talking about the higher lessons, the higher levels, people just get, you know, they feel scared, they get put off, and so do you offer the yoga instructor course where yogis can become instructors?
Yeah, we teach yoga teacher training course, and then those who pass this course, they become instructor of the yoga.
So they can teach other people, or they can initiate people, they can give mantras?
No, they cannot initiate.
Okay.
For that, they need to acharya training. Acharya training and yoga teacher training is two different things.
They are two
totally
different
things.
Two different things.
Then we teach yoga teacher training course.
Okay.
At the same time, has acharya course, which is handled by our central organization in India.
It's more advanced. That's more as if people who are sincere after finishing the instructor course, like who are sincere, they could become acharyas and so.
Yes, yes.
So I guess in yoga there's something like a ladder where you go step by step, stage by stage, you know.
Yes.
It's like that. And do you really need a teacher to teach you yoga, or you can learn from books? Because there's so many books on the market now that you can teach in hatha yoga for busy people, hatha yoga for the housewife, hatha yoga for the seniors, chair yoga. And what do you think that these books, you can take something out there and do it and you'll get the highest? Or do you need a teacher? That is why you are here as a teacher. That is your importance. This is why you try to reach out to people and travel and so on.
No, we can get the information from the book, but when we have qualified teacher, what is the meaning of the acharya? Acharya means acharna taryate yasa acharya, who teach from the proper conduct, who practice own self in the conduct, and then with that conduct, when watching, that energy is totally different. And that's why we say initiation and teaching mantra need to teach person to person, even not by writing, you know, is the individual to individual, to pass this energy, no?
I guess in your country where you live in, or in Asia where this kind of practices is prominent, in which are those countries in Asia you can find people practicing yoga? Is it only in India, or you can find people like in Bhutan, in Cambodia, in Thailand, in Tibet, in China? Can you find people in other places in Asia?
No, even India, many people learn, they are not dedicating. When they got some difficulties, they surrender to the difficulties. No? And even outside of India, like Taiwan, many people, they go very deep meditation, they are sincere and dedicating and something like that. Even in the Brazil, many places I meet many people who really sincerely dedicate this practice. No?
Oh, so you have people whose life have become like a way of life, where yoga or the spiritual practices of spiritual Asian mysticism has become a way of life. It's become like they inculcate, you have to learn these things and then they make it a part of their life. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
The Anand Marga philosophy is part of the life. No? From morning to evening, what you need to do and what you don't do, they teach. And then you have to put sincerity, how much you can able to to put in practice in personal life. No?
Okay, that's very nice, you know, because I see many countries now in the West, even in Africa, people have started, in Middle East also, in some of these strong Muslim countries, you have yoga centers are popping up, health wellness centers, health walks and outdoor meditation and hatha yoga. They're becoming popular. Now, if you want to start a yoga center in a place, a country, a village, how do you go about getting the center started? How do you get a center in out of nowhere, you somewhere? Do the people have to invite you? They have to build a center? They have to work for it, or the government help you? Or how do you go about starting a center in a strange place? Or God helps you, they call you and inspire the people to give you a center? How do you go about starting a center?
Very
You have to get registered by the authorities. You have to be recognized. People want to know if they're going to a center, if it's legitimate. It's approved. It has to be approved by the state, by the society, by the laws, or what?
Yeah, very relative questions, no? Because each place is different. Many country is different law, no? Then like even how to say long ago like Russia is very difficult to do the work because law is very strict. Country like Brazil, its law is very liberal and something like that. No? Then we see the situations and we go with the flow. Sometimes by chance somebody calls and we go with the flow. No? Some place
Okay.
we have difficulties. No? Then is a very relative. Each place has its own unique way to implement the yoga,
To adapt and to
adopt
Okay,
to the
okay.
naturality and own difficulties like that. No?
Do you have centers in Russia?
Yes.
In Cuba?
I don't think so, but maybe we have
Okay.
some. I don't know so much about Cuba because
Okay.
in my sector, because I work in Russia and I work in it's called Hong Kong sector. Anand Marga divide the whole world in the 9 parts.
Okay.
Then I work in Hong Kong sector. Then I can say in Russia, our organization is very strong.
So people all over the world, they show the same potential, the ability to meditate, the ability to get benefits.
No, it's not same potentiality. It's very relative. Somewhere these people are very devotee, dedicated. Somewhere is less dedicated. Is person to person, country to country, is the vary, no?
Okay, so how do people grow or develop spiritually? How do you find those people in areas where you have human crisis, like dictatorship or crime or political issues or poverty or disease, flood? How do people, do they emerge differently from other meditators, like people who do meditation and yoga in different parts of the world? Would they be different, or would they show the same human nature characteristics?
Yeah, interesting questions, no? You know, Ananda Marga, when teaching spirituality, they teach ethics, like 10 ethics is called Yama Niyama. Then when we teach Yama Niyama, without practicing Yama Niyama, they cannot do meditation.
Okay.
Then they has to practice, and when they practice Yama Niyama, 5 part of Yama and 5 part of Niyama, I am not able to speak in short time, then like violence, stealing, greedy, this propensity will transfer to the higher consciousness.
Yeah, that's
and then person become a better, and then better person will not steal. In that way,
Yeah.
spirituality prevent the cruelty, stealing the things in the society, and at the same time Ananda Marga is teaching and inspiring to the devotee to do the service.
To do the
And then
service,
when
okay.
society has suffering, then we go to do the some service work to them. Then
To
what
the
happened?
To
just a
help
second.
humanity. So you have
Yeah.
a social aspect of it, a socio-spiritual faces. There's a social face also.
Yes, yes.
So you do serve. What kind of service do you do? Do you offer educational, medical, food? What kind of service?
According to Anand Marga's philosophy, there is 4 kinds of the service.
Okay.
Number 1, in Sanskrit it's called Sudrochit Seva. Like some people is suffering out of sickness or something, they need some nursing, no? We do this service.
Okay.
Like somewhere is flood come and people are don't know, then we go do this kinds of
So
service.
there's volunteers.
No?
There
Yeah,
people
volunteers
volunteer.
and something. The second kinds of the service is a educational service. It's called Viprochit Seva. Then we open the school up to the university, depend on the place, no? And some place we charge very little fee, some place free of the cost. Then we do service like educational service. It's called Viprochit Seva. Third one is like Kshatriyochit Seva. Is some kinds of the dangerous. Somebody is sinking in the water. Then we give training to how and go in the danger, put own life in the danger and to save the people during the flood or fire or accident and earthquake, these kinds of the calamity, and we have training and we go to do these kinds of the service.
Yeah,
The
that's
fourth one,
interesting. That's
the second
interesting, Acharya, because within a country that is in, let me say, in despair or they're in disaster, there are internal elements who insurrect, who try to rebel, they revolt and try to do things. But they do not always succeed. What gives the missionary capacity, that extra push, that extra strength to do something that the inner circle of people, the locals cannot do? Would you say it's God that is giving you strength, or your meditation, or your teacher, or whoever is giving you the strength?
The strength is giving, not God is everywhere, no? God love everyone. But what give us strength is love. Because when we love God, we love everyone. And then if we love, the courage comes out of the love. Then because of the love is basic foundation of the spirituality. We got inspired, we got motivated, we got courage to sacrifice our own individual life for the collective purpose. The answer is the love. Love gives the energy, love gives the strength, love gives the inspiration and motivation.
So if you have to face danger in a country, let's say you're working in Guyana, and there is danger that you may have to face, would you be willing to face those dangers to get your work done?
No, dangerous is faced because law of attraction, no? Then if I think positive, then things will happen positive. Then we don't prepare for the bad things, no? We prepare for the good things to do, but at the same time we are defensive, no? If a new place I need to go in the night, I will be little bit more safe, no? I will not carry my, if I have some money and something, I will not go out and something, little careful, no? Little protective. And if some danger happen, we need to get the local police some help or something like that.
Okay.
But we prepare more positively, and positive thinking will attract the positive things, no?
I noticed one of your missionary, Miss Gina Lopez from the Philippines. She became a minister, I think, in the Philippines. Do you work closely with politicians to get your work expanded in places like schools, university, to the social care centers, social workers, to the marketplace? Do you get help? Do you take help from the people like politics and people in authorities and power? Would you take help from them, or it's something separate? It's a God-powered fuel project?
No, we are ready to, like in Brazil, government is helping many social projects we are doing, and government is helping in the Brazil. No, then we do the work, and we whoever cooperate to do our work, we accept without any condition. We don't accept any service, any cooperation when they put the condition like, oh, I will cooperate you, but you need to propagate my institutions and my work, we say no. Service should be without condition, no? Then we accept the donation from the government without any condition, and we accept donation from the different company without any condition. In that condition, we do the service.
So your particular brand of yoga, Ananda Marg Yoga or Raj Yoga, as you explain it, has it been tested? Has it been scientifically studied in the universities, or has it been, the benefits been documented by any scientific institute so far?
Yes. What is tested? No? Like I practice in my life Rajadhiraj Yoga, I feel happy, and I see many of my colleagues feel happy and doing work in different part of the world. Now, if you say where is the research has come, no, philosophy is there, and we believe philosophy, we trust this philosophy, and we practice this philosophy. No?
Oh, very nice, Dadaji. We just take a break, you know, we're into our first 30 minutes, and the moderator there will just give you something inspiration. I think it's from the same group, the same organization, whether it's a song or a little clip footage from the foreign that they do abroad, the kind of work, you know. So let's say take a little break. welcome back. We're back with you with Swamiji here, who is actually of Indian origin, but he's been teaching outside of India for the last decade and for a number of years. So Swamiji is now here in Guyana to spread his mission of interconnectedness, his mission of spirituality, his mission of selfless love and service to humanity. So Swamiji, I want to ask you, what is your mission, or what is the name of your mission, Ananda Marga? What does it mean? What is the meaning of Ananda? What is the meaning of Marga?
Ananda Marga, Ananda means infinite peace or bliss. Marg means to path. Path which bring us to get the infinite peace or infinite bliss. That path is called Ananda Marga.
Do you have a motto or a kind of quote or a kind of slogan that you use in your organization? Any particular?
Yes, we have the self-realization and service to humanity. In
So-
Sanskrit, it's called Atma-Chartam and Jagat Hitai Cha. To self-realize, we do practice of yoga, meditation and so many things. And for the service to society, we have many other activities to do the service to the society, like opening a school and a free kitchen and something like that.
So would you say that doing meditation solely as a way of life should be incorporated together with other spiritual activities like service to humanity? Is it essential that people in this particular part, this particular system of yoga, that they blend the meditation for self-realization with service to humanity?
Yes, to, like I say, do the service for the humanity, self-realization, we do meditation, service to humanity, we do social work, social service, like opening school is one service, like giving free initiation, one kind of the spiritual service, na? Like some people is sick and we need to give some nursing, is like service, na? Then so many activities we have service program, na? And self-realization, we meditate, our volunteers need to meditate every day, na?
What is study? When they tell you you have to study Jnana Yoga, they say Jnana Yoga, Jnani. What is Jnana Yoga?
Jnana Yoga, the knowledge. Jnana means knowledge. Like
What- So like what kind of knowledge? Mathematics, science, physics, chemistry, medicine? What kind of knowledge they study in?
in the path of yoga, when we say knowledge, knowledge means self, to know yourself. That is the meaning of the yoga. No? Like in the mundane world, you will learn the science, objective world, like that, all the things. This is also knowledge. No? But this knowledge is very limited, it is very, like if you are a heart specialist, you don't know how to, what is the total problem of the kidney. No? Then this objective knowledge is very relative and time to time change. But the self knowledge, to know yourself, is give you satisfaction, give you peace, give you inner motivations. No? If you are a doctor, by knowing that knowledge, you will give the service to the humanity. But if you do not have inspiration, then being a doctor, all the knowledge will be not useful, because you will be sad in the house. No? Then self knowledge will give inspiration, love for the patient, and then they will not easy to get the tired. Then both knowledge need to be balanced. No?
Oh, so both are complementary.
Then yoga teach self knowledge, and normal university academic knowledge teach that according to study the different department have, and that is also knowledge is very important. But we yoga teach self knowledge to self motivated.
Very nice, Swamiji. Very nice. I think a lot of our young people out there, now they are looking into these kind of thing, because this is a new age, you know. If you go on the street, you see so many people, new generation, they're doing things differently. They have a lot more dimensions in which they are covering and which they are penetrating and exploring, and so I think this subject may fascinate people now of this era, where the past, where the previous or the older folks may not have had the time or the disposition or circumstances to investigate and explore these sort of things. So we have this kind of things like they're more fertile in places where you have people the need for this kind of knowledge, like psychic knowledge, or we say where you just explain this kind of service work, and so because you find that in certain places the people are just caught up, they're not interested, they think about food, they think about survival first. So how do you reach out to those kind of people where food is the god, where medicine becomes the necessity, where survival and to exist is the doctrine that they know about? How would you convince them that spiritual knowledge is also important? Man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded from the Lord thy God. So how do you convince them? Not everybody will, be fascinated, or do you think people will come at their own time?
No, you see, Anand Marga is one revolutionary organization which changed. That is the objective of Anand Marga. Before the answering this question, I can give you some background of the Anand Marga. According to theory, any organization will create revolution in the society, they need 4 things. Number 1, volunteer, dedicated volunteer. Number 2, proper philosophy. Number 3, guru, master.
Okay, guru.
And number 4 is structure to work. Now, Anand Marga have all 4 things. Like I am the volunteer, I dedicate my life to work. And who take the decision? Some other entity take the decision to give me the duty to you need to work in this area, and I follow. No, I volunteer, and we solve our economical problem, all the problems by ourselves. No. Then we have philosophy. Anand Marga have own philosophy from baby born up to baby die. Everything is complete philosophy. Then third one is I am volunteer, like I said, 4 things: volunteer, our own philosophy. We have master, Sri Sri Anand Murti ji, our master, and when we meditate and remember him and sing some song of him,
yes,
we got the love. And just a second, no? Then we got the devotions and we got energy, and we have proper structure that volunteer will work. These 4 things any organization have, they can create revolution in the society. Now, I am coming to the answer of that questions, that Asti Bhati Anandam. Anand Marga give one, our Sri Sri Guru, Sri Sri Anand Murti ji give philosophy. In that philosophy, one of the philosophy he says, Asti Bhati Anandam. Asti means existence, Bhati means progress, and then come Anandam. Then you ask the questions that people are suffering for the food. Then we go and arrange the food for them first, not for the meditation for the first, because they are not prepared psychologically to do the meditation, because they are thinking for the food. Then basic necessity, that is called asti. Then we inspire them to get psychic progress, and then we teach meditation and spiritual philosophy, then can go to self-realization. If they are suffering for the food, or suffering for the house, or suffering for the mental class and cohesion and discrimination, they cannot do. Then we first provide for the basic necessity.
Oh, that's very enlightening and illuminating, Acharya ji. I want to thank you for sharing this knowledge with us here in Guyana, because the emphasis on this kind of knowledge, is not so much forthcoming. We don't have much teachers visiting here along this line. We just have traditions, our Muslim traditions that we brought with us, our Hindu culture, our Christian cultures, and so. So I want to ask you that what would be some of your plans if you now you want to work in Guyana and the other Guyanas. What is some of your projection for us here in this country? What kind of projects you would want to implement?
I feel happy with the Guyana, and that is the first things. I was very curious, and curiosity bring the new things in the society. No? Out of curiosity, I am in the Guyana. Let's see what will happen, and I will go with the flow according to demands. I am the missionary, I am the monks, and I am in the Guyana. I want to come again and again, depend on the demands.
Yeah, but I've noticed that there's some tabulation here that the missions have been visiting Guyana since the 1970s, where they've been staying with like the Mahasabha in the 70s, then the Gandhi organization in the 80s. So the teacher have been coming and going and coming and going. Do you think that something stable can be done here and something that can be permanent, something that can, where people can go to get remedies, can get counseling, advice? You think a wellness center is possible to have in Guyana here? Like a wellness, what do they do in the wellness center?
Wellness center means people become well, no? People become, they are sad and then go for the some center, and when come out it's well, everything is the complete, no? Then this is the meaning of the wellness center, no? But Anand Marga is one philosophy. Then when, if I stay in Guyana, there is many wellness center, but I wanted to teach the philosophy of Anand Marga that gives different dimension of the life. That is my main purpose to be in Guyana. And if people get sick, they need to go to the hospital and doctors, and if they are sad, they need to find the psychologist, not find the monks, no? But if we wanted to know the philosophy, then they need to go to the Anand Marga new philosophy, new way of the elaborating the world, and I like to teach them. No?
Okay, that's very good, Dadiji. What I want to ask you is that can you tell us why your teachers system has to be followed? Why we can't borrow, like if I'm in your school, can we use the techniques of, let me say, the Brahma Kumaris or the Hare Krishnas or the Chinmayanan mission, or why do we have to strictly follow one system?
Because one system gives like a concentration to the people.
Yeah.
Here one system does not mean Anand Marga is superior to the everyone. That is not the meaning. One system means that you will get realization through the proper path. Like example, we went and agriculture, we prepare the land and we plant the seed.
Okay.
And then we need to have patience that seed will brought. But every day I will dig the soil and then look the seed, oh, seed didn't grow up. Then I put in the soil, didn't grow up. Then if I learn one Anand Marga system, before they realize this system is working to me, then I go to the Brahma Kumari. I am not telling Brahma Kumari is not good system, no? But I dedicated, like I become monk and I will follow my system of the monks of the uniform. But Buddhism also have own uniform. That is also very dedicated monks. That is also committed monks. But it's their uniform, and that identifies that is Buddhism. And this uniform identified this is the Anand Marga. Then when Anand Marga system people learn and after some time realize they need to commit it for that. Like every country has own flag. That flag is one kind of the self-esteem of the country. Then when we are teaching and we say follow this one, is not means others teaching is wrong or right. To motivate them to have self-esteem high, those they are learning, now those they are practicing in the organization.
Very nice, Acharyaji. Now you've come on the topic of teachers. This is seem to be a very critical point, a critical pause in the language of esotericism, of Eastern mysticism. So you would say that a teacher is a very important person in mystical culture?
Can you say again?
The teacher, he's the central, or he's important in mystical culture, the teacher.
Yes, important.
He's important.
Yeah, mystical.
So you cannot learn, if I cannot learn pharmacy, actually I studied a little bit of science, and thanks to my teacher, I have acquired a little bit of knowledge about science and so mathematics, English language from my teachers. So would you say thanks to your teacher
Yeah.
for teaching you meditation, spirituality?
Yeah, no, I think it's something misunderstanding. I can tell one small story, no?
Okay.
You know, Hindu culture, there is a one devotee, it's called Hanumana, no? Monkey god,
Hanumanji,
no?
yes.
Hanumana.
You know the Hanuman Chalisa
Yeah.
here, they sing a lot.
And then Hanumana is devotee of the Rama. Rama has several names, like Janki Natha, like several names. But Hanumana always call him Ramchandra ji, no? Rama.
Okay.
Why? It's same person has many names, but Hanuma identify his devotion with Rama. Now, when I say it need to be committed, here does not means like academic knowledge need to be ignored. No, you can have academic knowledge. Out of curiosity, you can have other knowledge also. But if you like become monks of Ananda Marga or volunteers of the Ananda Marga, then need to teach Ananda Marga's philosophy, not others' philosophy. But here Ananda Marga philosophy itself, our master itself says, ki your curiosity to learn other fine arts is not to be suppressed, can be open. But when we go in the platform of Ananda Marga to teach, we will teach our own philosophy.
Okay, okay. So, as a spiritual teacher, I see on the internet now, I've been doing some research on your organization, on the work, and I've seen that this particular teacher, he's picking up a lot. He's becoming famous, and people are more open now than before, and a lot of his work are being examined, and they have been applied and used and so. So what kind of person would you classify your teacher as? An intellectual, spiritual person, or a social worker? How would you classify him? Or a mystic? What would you define? What best would you define him?
No, I say in beginning, now we define the person with the sincerity, with the simplicity, with the commitment of the practice. These are the criteria we define the person. No?
Okay.
This is a very person to person, no? Very relative questions. No?
Okay, so do people relationship with your teacher, with your guru, is as a father? Do they call him Baba? Because I notice many of the Hindu organizations, the teacher is often called Baba. What is the meaning of Baba? Do you call your teacher Baba also?
Yeah, the Baba word is come from Bappa, Bapu, and Baba in the Sanskrit language. No?
Okay.
Meaning is whom you love so much, people call Baba. Like
Okay.
in India, a small baby is very cute, very lovely. We feel to get in the lap and we say, we don't know the name, and we say, Baba, Baba, come here, come here. No?
Term. It's an endearing term.
Yeah, then Baba, Baba come. Then like our grandfather is little old and gives so much to the family, and we every family members love him, and we call Baba. Father also in different language we call Baba. Then God, which name we is a most lovely name to indicate to the God, it's Baba. Then Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara. The Guru identify as a superior than like a Brahma, like a Vishnu, like a Maheshwara, then which name we can call? The most lovely name is called Baba. And then every devotee of Ananda Marga to our Guru, we start to call Baba. That is meaning of the Baba.
Okay, okay, that's very nice, Swamiji. We do hope that people will get to experience and get to know your Guru better. So, would do the experience, how do people feel when they like try to read about your teacher? Does the experience vary from people, or it's just one common personality, or it's a deep personality? They don't get closer. Does the definition or the personality change as this connotation Baba becomes richer, as it becomes more musical? Does this relation, does it all change? Does it deepen?
Here is the relative.
So it's a transcendental personality.
Yes.
It's a mystical personality.
Yeah. Then Guru is a mystical personality.
Yes.
His energy came when we come close to him. It changed my energy. It lift my energy from lower consciousness to the higher consciousness. Now, he is not physically, but his teaching is there. Then many devotees, when get together and go with the same goal, with the same rhythm, everybody can lift their lower consciousness to the higher consciousness.
Yes, Swamiji, I want to ask you something. In the material world we live in the society we live in, there are different cultures. Some of them are pleasurable cultures, some of them are hostile places, some of them are business places, some are intellectual forums like the university. And your culture, we can say it's spiritual culture. And when you come into this culture, is it a life enhancing? Do you feel your life force? Do you feel healthier? Do you feel better? Do you feel happy? Is it good for your existence?
Yeah, I feel very happy with this practice. From the childhood I practice, and I feel happy, and when I am teaching, I also feel happy. Thank you very much for everyone to participate this source, and very soon I will communicate with you again. Namaskar to everybody.
Namaskar. Thank you, Swamiji, for sharing some of your knowledge with us, the locals here. And we do hope that some of the people in our palaces and our dusty earth, our environment, our society will benefit, and they will be inspired, and they will want to know more. There are some very good books, as a friend was telling me, some very good books written by great geniuses on the spiritual path. Books like Dr. Alexis Carrel, by Yogananda Paramahansaji, by Dada Haripranananda, by different teachers, and so you can go. The spiritual world is a marketplace by itself, like Diagonal. If you see the Harry Potter movie Diagon, there's so much thing to see, so much thing to experience. Even the diet, the vegetarian diet, it's a portal by itself. You go there, you experience all kind of flavor and scents and, you know, and enjoyments, aromas, everything. So we have to say very thanks for these missionaries who are coming from time to time to remind us in our daily life, our busy life, our hectic life, our planning and projects, that they bring a different air, something new, something richer, something enhancing. And we want to say we do hope our country will also grow spiritually, apart from economically, politically, scientifically, and so on. We do hope the spiritual flavor will also go along at par, side by side with those aspects. So thank you again, and for the NCN for having us and for hosting us. Thanks to all of you. Namaskar. Good afternoon.
Namaskar.
views and opinions expressed in the preceding program are those of the presenters and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of NCN.